Hi, welcome to the presentation on the macroeconomic environment. Basically, macroeconomic environment is basically part of the external environment where the micro environment is other component, and this external environment in turn is part of the business environment. So we are going to see the major drivers in the macroeconomic environment. There are drivers like technological, political and legal, economical, global, and also demographic, and also finally the socio-cultural. So in the first part of the presentation, we are going to discuss the technological drivers and also the political legal drivers. The balance of things we will be discussing in the part 2 of the presentation. So the technology, let us take first. Technology is a critical driver in the macro environment because earlier technology was relevant only to technology intensive industries, biotech, pharma, telecom, entertainment, etc. But today, technology is there in every business and every industry. You have to see how exactly to utilize the technology for reducing your costs, improve the delivery, improve your customer satisfaction, or how to get a larger business, how to bring disruption, and whatnot. If you see the following examples, you will appreciate in pharmaceuticals, the technology is mainly used only in the manufacture. Whereas if you see the delivery of food products or delivery of the grocery item, the technology lies only in the logistics. If you see the net banking, the technology is really there in engagement of the customer, making the customer's engagement much more delightful, much more useful. The consumers get a better value of the whole thing. Similarly, in ATM or mobile banking or online payment or Paytm, the payment architecture is a real technological marvelance. So, we have to see how exactly to deploy the technology. If you see, because the recent corona incident, now the Zoom meetings through mobile phone has become a real disruption. People are finding it much more convenient. The online schools, online classroom teaching, and also a lot of meetings all are happening thanks to the Zoom meeting through mobile phone. So this disruptive business model is going to change the way even the international meetings are all conducted. So let us see that technological forecasting is important. So technology cannot be taken for granted. If you are not able to give a proper foresight into the whole technology, you will pay a very heavy price for it. If you see the examples like Ideal Java motorcycle, HMV, Ambassador car, and HMT watches, at one point of time, they are the market leaders in their own field. But today, none of these companies are existing because they are all victims of technological obsolescence. So it is very important to have a very strong vision about the technological forecasting of the area where we are operating, not only to survive but also to grow. You take a typical example of the mobile phone. Today, mobile phones have replaced large number of products, starting from cameras, watches, radios, Walkman, alarm clock. People call the mobile phone as a black hole. It has sucked a large number of products. What more product it is going to replace in the future is anybody's guess. Driverless car technology. This technology is going to make the passenger car a commodity. Today, the car is a branded product. In fact, there are high-end branded cars and low-end branded cars. But once the driverless car technology is going to become a very successful and stable, the passenger car will become a commodity. Only a high-end brands like Benz, Porsche alone will survive. All other brands will disappear from the market. The drone delivery is another important technological marvelance where it is going to replace the delivery partners in several other areas like Swiggy and Amazon and several, because the drone is offering its own advantages, it is offering its own flexibility and so many advantages it is providing. Telemedicine is another area which is going to disrupt the healthcare business model. For example, you would have seen recently Apollo Hospitals, a large hospital in India. They have tied up with smaller hospitals in smaller town, and the smaller hospitals are going to be the primary health center for all the patients who are coming there. So once the patient comes there, so through the video conferencing mode, these patients will be connected to the specialist sitting at the tertiary hospitals in the bigger town. So depending upon the type of treatment required, the patient may have to go to the tertiary center in the bigger town, or the treatment will start there itself. So telemedicine is going to be a major technological disruptor. So the technology what you're talking here, it is not an average technology. These technologies are all disruptive technologies whose performance is going to be quantum improvement in a very short span of time. The technology, another important dimension one has to keep in mind is the appropriate technology. I am going to give you some examples here. One is the Tata Ace or Tata Magic Vehicle. It is a marvel of the technology resulting in lowest total cost of ownership that resulting in products exported to more than 120 countries in the world. It basically provides the last mile connectivity. It is also used for a lot of intercity movement, and so it is a great technological breakthrough by the Tata Group. Similarly, we see that Kellogg cornflakes, they're able to change the formulation of the Kellogg's so that it is suitable for the Indian people who consume hot milk as compared to other parts of the world where they consume only the cold milk. The third interesting example is a Nirma washing powder. It is again a major technological breakthrough appropriate for India because Indians are using large amount of washing powder only for washing of their day-to-day clothes. So the Nirma washing powder, which is basically based from caustic soda, is a low-cost replacement for the costlier soda ash-based traditional washing powder. The fourth interesting example you can talk about is the Maruti Alto car. It is one of the largest selling car in the last 15 years, mainly because its ability to adapt to the Indian road condition, resulting in lower total cost of ownership with high customer satisfaction. Another similar example is the TVS mopeds. TVS mopeds almost a monopoly product. There is no competition at all because actually the technology what they perfected is an ideal for all the rural consumers. So the technology is a very important thing. We have to harness the technology to get real cutting edge advantage compared to the competitor. The second major player or the force that is in the macroeconomic environment is the political and legal environment. Businesses prefer to operate in those countries where the political environment is stable. If you compare the political environment of India and Pakistan, will really appreciate the political situation in Pakistan is highly unpredictable. When military will be running, when the domestic civilians will be running is anybody's guess. Whereas Indian political environment is highly stable. Similarly, businesses would prefer to operate in those countries where intellectual property protection is available and transparent legal system. These two major reasons why many companies would like to move away from China to other countries including India, because India offers superior intellectual property protection and also the transparent legal system. Government policies definitely help to improve the ease of doing business. Policies on foreign direct investment, taxes and duty structures. In fact, the recent government is working very hard to improve the ease of doing business index because that is going to attract a lot of foreign investment from other countries because that is help them to put up the organizations faster. The political pressure groups also influence the organization's plan. The two very classical examples we can discuss here is the Tata Nano project. Even the project was put up even before that, the project was stalled by the political parties there. Similarly, the Sterlite unit at Tuticorin was closed down, which is supplying copper to about 60% of the Indian demand, but still it is closed down because of the political pressure groups operation. So, this both the technological and political, two important drivers in the macroeconomic environment were discussed in this particular video. Hope you all enjoyed this presentation and thank you for all for the patient listening. Thank you all.